Welcome back, friends and family. It's literally Licy. This is our 11th episode of the show. Hell yeah, with Brendann.
Yeah.
Yes. Today we're popping his podcast cherry.
Yeah.
He's a virgin. This is his first podcast, and we are not quite as experienced, except Troy is. Troy's been doing the anti-art John longer than I and him have been doing the literally Licy John, so that's cool. We're all kind of sort of newbies around here. That's nice. Yeah.
I mean, we're all new to this, all right?
Yeah.
I mean, I might have done it longer, but I don't know if it's better.
I mean, Troy just came back from like 2 weeks from New York with his co-host from this other show. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, it's sweet.
I can't wait to see the footage from that.
Oh yeah, it came out pretty well. I'm really
How many
excited.
interviews did you do? Like 15?
Like fucking 7. And
7. Okay, 7 is still a lot.
Oh, it was a lot. We doubled up and I'm really excited. We got a lot of good footage, but now is the hard part where I got to sit down and fucking edit it for hours. And I hate listening to myself talk for hours, and it's just like
it's part of the job.
Yeah, and it's fucking annoying, but I'd rather do it myself than hire somebody $1,000 to do it for me. I'm good.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I mean, at first I hated hearing myself talk because I would record my sets and stuff. Then after a while, I just fell in love with my voice. I don't know what it is. It's just the inner narcissist. I don't know why.
I'm a narcissist. What's your side?
I don't know. What?
What's your side? When were you born?
Pisces. It would be Pisces. March. Yeah, March.
Oh, you're a male Pisces, huh?
Yeah.
Hold up. Wait, when's your birthday? March what? 17th?
No, March 1st.
March 1st? Okay. That's also, I'm a big astrology bitch, a crystal bitch. All my racks are in the corner. I have more.
Yeah, you got nice racks, dude.
Yeah, nice racks. Nice racks on racks. Those are my shelves. Well. I just moved into a new house. This is a new background setting, everybody. How do we like it? Do we enjoy it? It's good. It's not like we're going to get any feedback. This isn't live. They'll tell us in the comments.
Yeah, comment on it.
If we get any popular
yeah,
and people actually comment on the YouTube, that would be cool.
that would be dope.
That would be nice.
We need to pay rent. I don't know.
Yeah.
At least he needs to pay rent.
I do need to pay rent.
You gotta pay the motherfucking bills.
Except recently, I did figure out how to get monetized on Instagram, and we do qualify. So
Ooh.
Really?
yeah,
We do?
yeah, we do qualify.
How do we qualify?
Because we're professional enough. Well, because we have not professional enough, but we have a professional account on Instagram, and our reels are very popular.
Really? Yeah, I noticed the last one did pretty well. But
Yeah, our reels are heavy enough, and we've done enough collaboration posts that Instagram is like, if you get gifts on your reels, you can get money from that. Just like how TikTok has.
Oh, like the NPC thing. Of
just like
ice cream
the
so
NPC
good.
thing.
Yeah.
Gang, ice cream so good.
Yeah.
Do you know about
Talk
that?
a fucking dream job, right? That's all she does, right? And people pay.
Pinky doll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was a rapper, but then now she's now an NPC / OnlyFans person.
Though, do you know what I found out about that shit? It's kind of. Yeah, get in there.
Yeah, I'll sit over here.
Oh yeah. You know what I found out about that? It's kind of it's on some kinky shit.
Oh yeah. I don't.
What do you mean by that?
It's like a fetish
I bet.
for people to hear her go and watch her lick fake ice cream and be like, "Ooh, ice cream's so good." And just like people who watch terrible cooking videos of them sculpting shit with their hands with way too much ingredients, way too much condiments.
You know my algorithm, dude.
She knows her algorithm. She knows her audience.
No, I've seen people are really into watching women eat. That's a huge thing.
Yes, I've seen that. It's like an ASMR thing too.
Yeah. I mean, if you're into it, do you. You know what I mean? I'm not king shaming. I'm just saying.
I mean, I'm not king shaming. I'm just saying it's kind of funny.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun to find out all these different things about people, and it's all right, yeah, good, all right.
I mean, remember, how old are you?
28.
Okay, I'm 29. I'll be 30 this year. Woo. Remember, 10-ish years ago, or maybe even 15 years ago when we were in high school, hearing about people having a foot fetish was like so crazy.
So bizarre.
Was so crazy. But
nuts.
now that shit's like so normalized because there's other things that are fucking crazy.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
foot fetishes, choking was like, what? Yeah.
What? You like being choked?
And I like that's like the most
painful.
normal thing.
No, it's
now.
normal now.
It's as normal. It's as like basic as missionary.
Now there's now there's food fetishes. There's another one that I heard, but it was also like not even a fetish. It was like a humiliation thing.
Oh, humiliation fetish, yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
It was like a humiliation thing to like get into Hollywood. Like,
what do you mean by that? Like you're talking about like Weinstein shit? Like what do you mean?
A little bit.
I don't think that was a kink. I think that was rape, guys.
I think that was also a bad time for the person enduring it. But no, what I'm getting at is I was watching this TikTok by Nessa Barrett.
Yeah.
She used to be. Do you know who that is? She's like she has like 1 or 2, 3 singles out. She's a singer.
Okay.
And like YouTube personality.
Sensation. Okay. Yeah.
Sensation. She's friends with. Troy's gonna hate me. I'm gonna name Tara Mojo again. She's friends with Tana Mojo.
You love Tana Mojo. This is like the 20th time. We've only done 11 episodes, but Tana Mojo has been mentioned more than 11
almost
times.
every episode.
So
Well,
you got to bring her in
she's big in the
somehow.
game
You're
right
like,
now.
How do I go from A to Tana Mojo in this conversation? Dude?
Yeah, my AD&E is all over the place in conversation.
It's like the Wikipedia game.
Yeah. Somehow this podcast always ends on Tana Mojo Wikipedia page.
It really does. So Nessa Barrett used to be friends with Tana Mojo. Do you know who that is?
No, I actually don't. So
okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
she's this like 25-year-old YouTuber from Las Vegas that now lives in LA. Like other
gotcha.
like super young YouTubers that like does her thing.
Right.
And she used to be friends with that other girl Nessa. And Nessa recently came out with like a confidential like tell all. Like, to be like, oh, fuck Hollywood, this is everything I know. And the humiliation thing that I'm getting at, I don't think that it's so much of a kink, but it's more of like a initiation kind of thing. Where she was like, yo, I opened a door at a party that I should not have opened. And I saw somebody shitting in somebody else's mouth.
Oh no!
So for money, to get fame. Like if you do this, then you can get that. It's kind of like how.
Then he could star in the next. He could star in the Zoe 101 reboot.
Yeah.
Honestly, that sounds exactly like a Harvey Weinstein.
That's exactly, that is a Weinstein.
That is.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
his name was Harvey.
Dude. Fucking she said that and I was like, there's nothing else I need to know from this video, but it was so hard to look away.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're just like, tell me more. Like that is oof. Did she say it was like solid or like diarrhea?
Oh
my god, the diarrhea just dripping down the esophagus.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw up.
And now you're famous.
Oh my god.
God, the things that I would never do. I would never do.
Really? If someone's just like, Licy, we want you to star in the next Hunger Games. You just gotta do one thing.
Hunger Games?
Just gotta do one thing.
Hunger Games.
It's
Hunger Games. I think Hunger. I mean, like
you could be Katniss's cousin.
Maybe like the next Chris Nolan movie, but I'm definitely not getting my, having someone shit in my mouth for Hunger Games.
Maybe Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
But it wouldn't go anywhere near my mouth. Yeah. Maybe like skin to skin. Maybe like if I had like a plastic covering. You can do it on my chest, man, but like...
my God.
I'm just kidding, Mom. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but like...
No, that's horrendous.
All right,
that's horrible.
All right, I gotta ask, though.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill.
Who's that?
Mm-hmm. You know who that is?
He's Superman and Witcher guy.
Witcher?
Oh, okay.
Dude.
New Superman?
No,
not anymore.
Yeah,
they just replaced him. He actually just got fired. But anyway, what were you saying?
Yeah, that was a whole thing. But no, he's like... he's probably the most good-looking person I've ever seen.
Oh, word?
Yeah, like...
I'm single.
I'm just saying, I would let him shit in my mouth for free. You know what I mean?
Oh, my God. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Are you straight?
Sorry, Lisa's mom. Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I was gonna ask, like, is it a difference if
Sorry,
if like a woman does it or if a man does it? Like, you think there's a big difference? Is it
that's
gay?
That's a very true thing. Like,
is it gay? I don't know.
Poop, you know what I mean? When it comes down to it, yeah. Oh man.
I love that you're hetero-flexible though, because there's a lot of there's a lot of dudes that are like so like hardcore in their masculine straight,
right?
And they're like, fuck that.
Yeah, like,
don't even touch me.
I can't admit that someone's hot.
Attractive. I can't admit it. Like, you know when someone's hot.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Like I was actually talking to my mom the other week, and she was like talking about like metrosexuals again.
Metrosexuals.
And I'm just
That's
like,
such a dated term.
Exactly right. And I'm just like, damn. Like,
that just means that people dress nice.
it just means you just shower once a day.
Shower.
It's just a guy that takes care of himself. And
Yeah, seriously. And they're like, that's a little fruity, my guy.
In the 90s, they're like, that guy's like gay, I think, but maybe not. But he's sleeping with women. That's probably, I feel like that's where like metrosexual came from.
That dude cut his fingernails. That's a little sus.
Oh, he's taking care of himself?
Yo.
I heard he goes to therapy.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, that is such an outdated. I haven't heard that term in so long.
Right? That's why like I was like, really, mom? Like, well, it's of course my mom, of course. So that's the last time she paid attention to pop culture.
Right.
I want to get into our first segment as we're sipping and dipping. Cheers, Brandon. Oh, yeah. We've got a gift and a guest. Not sponsored, but maybe one day. This is Tecate. I think that we had Tecate on one of the first early episodes. I think maybe one of the first, like, 1 to 4 episodes. I forget which one.
Yeah, I don't know. He'll be an Easter egg for somebody.
An Easter egg.
So give me that Tecate money, dude.
Chime in the comments.
I would love a Tecate money.
Dude, I was telling Licy downstairs, I'm like, Tecate is like my favorite beer just to like
favorite
drink
domestic.
anytime. Yeah, just like
favorite shit beer.
Yeah, exactly. Like throw a line. Oh my god, it's the best. It's
for
the
me,
best. Yeah,
it's like between High Life, Yingling, Tecate.
Yeah,
Corona.
Yeah. I like gay Bud Light the best.
I can't fuck with Bud Light, Coors Light, Narragansett. They all taste like piss to me.
Yeah, I mean, I like the, looping back to our conversation, I like the taste of piss, I guess.
Yo, Molson Coors, sponsor this. We like the taste of piss. Come on.
Yo, so let's get into what you've been up to lately.
I
heard you started. I mean, not heard. I just be seeing it on the socials.
Yeah.
You started a new comedy collective, Caked Up Comedy.
Yeah. Started a new comedy showcase.
Fuck yeah.
Co-produced with another comic, Chris Alio, really funny guy. And
I love Chris.
Yeah.
He be coming out.
Oh yeah, all the time. He could be coming out as gay. No.
Unless.
He's coming out as Metro.
You can't do our boy like that. Unless.
So we started it. We had our first show last month. It went really well. It was just a stand-up showcase. And actually I've been on the hunt for some new venues. Because I would like to do it in more places. But yeah, be on the lookout. It was
they probably help me out with that.
Yeah,
I know a lot of peeps in the city.
Yeah, dude.
Like, people call me the Connector.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
That's such a cool nickname.
Who calls you the Connector?
Yeah, did you
No,
just make that up on your own? Because
kind of.
you should keep it, I think.
I mean, like, not okay. I say people as in like a lot of people. A couple of people have said it. Like, Licy,
it works.
You know everybody. You know everybody. What
You do know
what
a
are
lot
you
of
doing?
people, I will say.
Yeah, like
I know you through someone else, through
Yeah.
another guy I would consider also a connector. So I'm like, he knows everyone. I was just like, he's like, oh yeah, I know that guy. I've drank with that guy. I've like gotten high with that person. I'm like, how do you network that hard? You know?
I network hard.
Yeah,
Like
it's
I'd be
insane.
going out after I work on a Friday and Saturday night at Fergie's. Like I'll be getting out at like 2 a.m. and I'm like, oh, there's an afters rave. I will be there.
Shit.
And I will be there and I will be like talking to the DJs, the host running it.
Dude, that's such a
the
good
dancers
skill.
and like
yeah.
I'm really outgoing.
That's dope.
But I really had to grow into that. I used to be
Okay.
like super like in my shell. But like I've always had the dream to like be like outgoing like piece of shit artist, and like you move to the city, like what am I just gonna go to work and pay for rent? Like
so boring.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, networking isn't like everything. You know? Like literally, it's crazy.
It
I'm
really
so
is,
and
yeah.
I'm so bad at it. I'm just like, I've gotten better, but like I used to just be like, if nobody talks to me, that's okay. When it's like that's not.
Well, you're personable enough that like what was it like a month ago that I was at work on my day off at the comedy stand-up, and you were like, hey, how's it going? And I was like, you know what? I feel like I'm gonna ask him, and I asked you if you wanted to be on the show, and I was like, that's kind of enough, because like I feel like it's like with musicians, I can have common ground or whatever, because I'm a musician,
right.
But like when I'm at the Comedy John, it's like almost like a little intimidating.
Definitely.
No, it's really intimidating. like I bartend open mic night, which is mostly musicians and poets, and like sometimes there's comedians, but when I come on my day off on like Sundays and Wednesdays for the comedy open mic, for like Spin the Wheel, or for whatever the other one is called, on
Off Leash
on
Wednesdays,
like they're in there serious.
Oh yeah,
like I mean, like they're funny people, they're comics, but like they boom.
They're very.
They're on their heat. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Once you get, it's funny because I felt that way, but once you get to know people, especially in the Philadelphia comedy scene, like they're literally the nicest people.
Yeah.
Like they're just they're. I think it's because everyone is just thinking about their material at any type of mic. They're just like not focused on anyone else. You know, they're just like, I gotta be funny, because they're all, everyone gets anxious and nervous and stuff.
Absolutely.
So but they're all, don't be intimidated by them, dude.
Yeah.
I was
those
at first,
losers, dude. No.
I mean, like when you like a bunch of comedians like talk to each other, like do you guys just like riff like nonstop? Is that usually like a comedian conversation?
From the moment they walk into the door, from like their smoke break to the moment they leave, it's all jokes.
Yeah, it's
all
constant.
It really is.
It gets annoying after a while.
It kind of does.
Because like sometimes you just want to like talk to someone.
And have a normal conversation.
Yeah, and they'll be like, oh, and then they'll try to fit in one of their bits into your conversation. You're like, come on, dude. Like, I thought we were having something genuine.
Right? Having like a good, genuine time.
It's like, hey, how are you doing? Good, man. I just came from the airport, man, and my arms are tired.
I'd be like, don't go on stage with that, please.
It was like once or twice that I covered Brie to bartend comedy, and like there was this girl that came up to me, and I didn't understand what the joke was or whatever, or like I was just getting her a drink order, and she was like, whatever is nice and fresh and cold in there, and I was like, there's a lot of options. And then she was like, I'm just being funny. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't read your mind.
Were you just being funny? Because I didn't get it.
I didn't get it. It wasn't good.
You're just like, do better.
Yeah, if anyone has to say, like, I'm just being funny, they're not.
It's not funny. It's not
They're not
funny.
doing well.
Please don't say that on stage.
So you had just the one show with Caked Up?
Yeah, I do the Caked Up comedy. I run an open mic at Ortlieb's on Tuesday with a couple other comics.
Is every
great.
Tuesday?
Every Tuesday, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So if any of your listeners
Is it strictly comedy?
It is strictly comedy. Yeah. We they do have a music mic on Wednesdays.
Every Tuesday at Ortlieb's. What time?
7 p.m.
All right.
Yeah.
7 to 10, midnight?
7 to like 9:30. We try to cap the list at like 25.
Bet.
Yeah, it's too much comedy after 25 people, It's just like, this is...
25. I thought you meant like 25 minutes. I'm like, damn, dude, you guys do long sets.
Could you imagine? Oh my god,
Every
I would blow
person
my
does a 30-minute
fucking
set.
brains out. Dude.
They flop and they're just standing there for 5 minutes, like.
Literally, what it would be, dude. It would not be. Yeah. So
Brendann, like, how did you get into comedy?
I actually started. Well, I was really interested in doing comedy in college, and I took a sketch writing class at FIT. That was my first step into it, I would say.
What's FIT?
It's a Philly improv theater.
Oh, word.
Yeah, they used to. I don't know. They're up and they're down. They used to have classes and stuff. I don't know what they're doing now. But I first started there in college, and then I tried stand up a couple times and just didn't work out. It was just because like stand up
makes perfect.
Practice is it makes perfect. Stand up is like very intimidating and
it's very intimidating.
Yeah, and
like,
you bomb. You have to get used to like not being funny. You have to get used to like being on stage and kind of bombing and like learning from that and kind of getting like thick skin too, you know, and not getting in your head so much. But I just didn't have that at that time, so I'd bomb a few times and I'd be like, I'm not doing this. And then I did improv for a bit. Took all the coursework at Fit again. Joined a couple improv teams. Pandemic happened, and then after that, I was like, I'm gonna start. You know, once things were opening up again, I was like, I'm gonna start doing stand up. Put
into drive.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I really want to like
hit the gas.
Hit the gas on stand up and like do that. And I love stand up now. You know, it's great. It's one of my favorite things to do. I look forward to it. Trying to do it every night. You know, it's great. Yeah.
So you constantly like writing new jokes then every time?
Yeah, yes and no. Sometimes I'll write some new stuff. It's kind of like I don't really force it. Some comics are very strict about like when they write jokes, how much time they put in each week. You know, they have a rigid schedule. Some comics are looser with it. I'm a bit looser with it. I don't want to like force it. You know, if I think something's funny,
if it's not ready, it's not ready.
Yeah. And sometimes I'll bring stuff to stage off of like a premise or something and see if there's anything there. But yeah, I think it's more important for me at the stage to just get the jokes I know work right. You know what I mean? And just get those down so I can
get those down. Then you can build like a formula of building up to like a 25-minute set.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So, so it's just been man. It is fun. It's one of my favorite things to do.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool because like. I don't know. I don't think I could do it because like I get anxiety when I like bomb in the group chat. Like,
yeah, dude, that is the worst. Like you're like, dude, I have this fucking great joke. I'm gonna throw it in the chat to everyone, and then nobody responds.
And then no ha-has.
No ha-has. They just go on to the next topic. You know, they're like, okay, where's everyone to grab coffee? You know.
Anyone want to hang out? Anyone? You there? Is this thing on?
I'd be like that in the work group chat. Everyone will be saying something funny, and I'll be like, "Here's mine," and no one reacts to it. And meanwhile, everyone else's text has like emoji reactions and shit and fire flames, and I'm just like, "Damn!"
Oh my god!
thought it was being cute.
You're like, what the hell, dude?
What the hell?
What do I have to change? Tell me how to love me. You know, like tell me what you want.
I'll be that version.
I'll be that
for
version
you.
for you. Yeah, exactly. Literally stand up.
Literally.
Tell me I want you guys to like me. Yeah. So. But yeah, how did you guys get into podcasting? Let me ask you.
So, Troy has been into this for 2 years?
Since like 2020. It was
3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, probably the end of 2020 is when I started podcasting because I first started doing like music reviews and then like people that joined our page were like, "Oh, you guys should do a podcast." And they're like, "I don't know about it." And then we did it and yeah, it ended up being super successful and then we just kept going at it and now yeah, so it's been like 3 years since I've done that.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And the way that I got into it is just it's always been a dream of mine to be like some type of personality, either with like doing like YouTube and like doing like vlogging or like being like a radio personality.
Right,
I've really wanted to be on radio.
I could see that actually. You look
Thank
like you could be on radio, honestly.
Thank you so much. Oh, you look like you could be on radio. Oh, I get it.
You look like a DJ. No, you have the get up.
That's what I was saying. I was like, dude, that was the most backhanded compliment ever.
You look like you'd be on radio.
You have a face for radio.
Yeah, you got a good face.
But no, I really wanted to be like on radio or like be an actor on TV or like even a weather person or a broadcast person or journalist.
Yeah.
Like I've just really wanted to be like in the spotlight in one form or the other, like stretching my personality. Like I feel like I've always been good at talking to people. I've been a server my whole life. My parents, I've owned a restaurant since before I was born.
Okay.
Since '88, I was born in '93, and I just feel like I have a knack for like getting into people's brains and like dissecting conversation and like even when I bartend, like like, okay, so even when I'm bartend, I feel like I'm like the therapist bartender. Even as a friend, I feel like I'm the mom friend.
Yeah.
And I feel like as a podcaster, I feel like I can get to know people and like interview them pretty well. And like when we first started this, it was a little daunting, and I'd make a script for like the first like 5, 6, maybe 7 episodes.
Yeah.
And like it was a couple episodes ago where I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna have like an outline. I'm gonna do the guess and a gift thing. In a little bit, we have another segment for you.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, we're gonna we asked you what you've been doing. We're gonna riff a little bit. We vamped, and we just keep it natural.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
so how we specifically started, it's funny. It's very Philadelphian.
Oh.
It was the Eagles playoffs.
Yeah, it was the NFC Championship.
You guys
was
were
that.
both on fentanyl.
No.
I was like, when do you get it? Well, like, it's my turn. Give me it.
Pass it, yeah.
And then just like every other podcast,
God damn
we
it!
were
Not
like,
the drug jokes. I'm sorry, Mom.
and then like the birth of any podcast, we're like, we should record this and make this a podcast.
No, it's
But no, it was the NFC championships. Which is basically saying chai tea because they both mean tea. But anyway, it was the NFCs for the Eagles against whoever the fuck it was.
San Fran.
okay.
And Troy was like in South Philly around his house, and I was also in South Philly on like East Passyunk, but we both ended up at my job at Fergie's. And by the time we got there, Troy's more fucked up than I am. And he was like, trashed.
Good. That's how you should be.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the Eagles,
right. That's
go
the
Birds.
Right, yeah.
No.
Go Birds. Yeah. That's
And
the right way to
Go
do
Birds.
Go Birds. And we hadn't seen each other for like a year and a half. And we've been homies for like 6-7 years, like since I've moved to Philly.
Yeah.
And we were just catching up and shit. And he was like, yo, what have you been up to? And I was like, catching him up with, like, I had, at that point, I think I was like only 6 months into furries or something like that. So I was like, oh, I'm really happy with this job.
Right.
But I just feel like a little empty in the creative soul. And he was like, oh, what you mean? You want, because he knows that, like, he's known me for quite a long time. He was like, oh, what you getting into with music? And I was like, honestly, not that. Like, I really want to start a show. I really want to start a podcast on YouTube. Sweet. And he was like, yeah, let me help you with that.
Very cool. No, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah.
No, yeah, seriously, because like it was actually really good timing for me because
we started like 2 weeks later.
Yeah, because like I stopped doing my like first show, Anti-Art, because like we were like doing it, but like we had no like direction. You know what I mean? It's like we would have guests on, we would talk, like we blah blah blah, but it was just like, is this like entertaining or is this like, we don't know? So then we were like, you know what? Let's take a break. And then during that break is when we started this show, and then it just, you know,
perfect timing.
Yeah, it really was, because like a week before it was like, it was so funny because we did the last episode without knowing it. So like we're all like, see you guys next week, and then there's never.
What happened to them? They all died.
Inside.
Yeah, that's I mean, that's cool though.
So we had
I love it.
our intro episode.
Okay.
We were talking about how the premise was like, it was like about edging, but not, not sexually.
Well,
like
just Philadelphia,
in
sports is edging.
In the sports world,
we're so close, dude.
Yeah,
we're so close. I could feel it.
No,
we don't.
I believe
because like during March, like all of the teams were like getting to the championships or the finals, and then they lost.
Yeah, that's like, crazy.
Eagles got to the Super Bowl, and they got to the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was the last play.
The last play, and then they lost.
Yeah.
And the Sixers were about the same. They were doing super well. The Phillies got to the World Series, and then we lost.
Yeah.
So that episode was about edging. It was called "Almost Is Never Enough."
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That is very clever.
And then I quickly funneled in like a bunch of musicians that I had met and networked with through bartending open mic.
Oh, okay.
Like Alex Stewart, Jared Minatola, Will Tecate. And then it's just a small ass world. Troy went to high school with Will.
Yeah. I knew it was so funny because like we were making like a Rolodex of contacts, and yeah, and then she was just like, Will Tackett. I'm like, Will Tackett? I went to high school with Will Tackett.
And I showed him a picture. He's like, yep, that's the one.
The connector, dude. You know,
the connector. I'm telling you. Come on.
You're the linker.
It's a self-proclaimed nickname, but it is true.
Yeah, let's link and build.
Living up to it.
L&B.
Mm-hmm. So Brendann, like, I guess like as a comedian, like, what do you think? Like where's like comedy going? Because I feel like comedians are always like
Netflix special.
Well, not even that. I just mean even more general than that. Just like the comedy scene, because I feel like for some reason like the comedy sets I see on like TikTok or Instagram, it's always like political or like something like about dating.
Really?
Like,
yeah. Do you see that, or like what do you?
I hope that it gets more broad.
No. Honestly, what I see a lot and what a lot of comics talk about a lot, because a lot of clips go viral of people doing crowd work.
Yes, a lot of it is crowd work.
Yeah. And the thing is, the problem, it's not really a problem, but like a thing that is being talked about in this, in the comedy scene is that, a lot of people go into shows and they expect
to be
crowd
talked
work.
to.
Yeah. When you're like, that's not what stand-up is.
Yeah.
But like everyone is seeing all these comics like do it online, so like that's what they expect the show to be. So I don't know where it's going, but a comic I really love, Mark Normand and
he's really good.
Morrell. Yeah, they started doing like basically a segment during their show, like their actual stand-up show. I think they'll do their actual act, and then they'll have like a part of the show where people can just like call out, like it's an open heckle, and they'll just like make jokes off of that. So I don't know if that's like the direction it's going.
It's kind of different.
Yeah. Are you a big fan of crowd work, or like when you go up there, like I do up there and like I hope somebody talks to me?
Yes and no. I'm starting to get used to it. At first I was definitely like, no, don't talk to me, don't mess up my rhythm, I have to remember these jokes, you know what I mean? But now I do feel a little bit more comfortable on stage, so I definitely like doing a little bit of crowd work, like if I notice someone's talking, or like if maybe the audience seems a little tight, maybe I'll try to do some crowd work just to kind of like loosen them up a bit. But you gotta be careful, it's definitely like a balance, because sometimes you'll just set it off and then it's like nonstop and like
hurt that.
It'll be annoying for the next comic, and that's not what you want. So it is like, it's different. But it can be really fun, like, because it seems like it's like, improv a bit. So it's like he's thinking that right off the top of his head. So sometimes it gets good laughs.
What's hard for me is when I find something funny, like whether it's in person in conversation, or like watching a show or a movie, is like when I laugh, I like repeat the joke almost, and I'm like say like someone's laughing about like, I don't know, there's a fucking cheeseburger, and I'm like, cheeseburger, and then like that's heckling accidentally. Like
you're accidentally heckling,
and like I didn't know that like rule of thumb. Yeah. And like the first couple of times that I came to stand up at my job, I was like told by the host like the dirtiest like you're literally heckling. Like,
you're a serial heckler.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, oh,
you're
shit,
like, I'm helping.
Work here. This is a bad look.
Yeah, it's and a lot of people are like that. They just don't realize like that's heckling, but it's not. I don't know. It's also like I think it's.
I mean, heckling hardcore is like, you suck, man.
Oh yeah, that's like
obviously
that. There's the difference between like someone just having a good time and then someone just being a dick. You know, like so.
Have you ever seen like somebody? Was it because the second to last comedy show I went to? It was for Adam Friedland. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah.
Guy from Cumtown.
Yeah.
And he was doing stand up in the Helium Club.
Okay,
and some dude in the audience was just like, "You fucking suck."
Wow.
Dude.
Oh my God.
Why'd you even pay for the show?
I was dying because the run-on joke on their podcast is that like Adam sucks at stand-up. So just like so seeing it in real life, I was like, damn, he really does suck at stand-up.
I love how you just like casually sprinkled that in, because Troy worked for them.
Come Down? No, I didn't work for Come Down. I worked for Brendann and Jamel.
Okay,
okay.
Yeah, I work for them. But yeah, I've talked to them sometimes, like in the DMs, but not like seriously.
Professionally.
Like, yeah, like I don't think I could talk to Stavi right now. Like he's blowing up.
Anyway, this is our
he is
invitation.
Yeah. yeah, Stavi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're dealing with Brendan Murphy. If you could fucking, get some actual big comics here, that'd be great. Come on, guys.
Yeah,
this
bro.
fucking guy.
You're still
don't
big in my eyes.
you don't
You're doing a lot of shit right now.
You don't know Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
You don't know
keep
Matt
hitting
Rife?
him up, dude. I keep, hitting
You don't know Bill Burr?
Well, I hit up, Matt Rife, dude. I'm in those DMs all the time. I'm
Did you
like, I love
really?
your cum gutters. No, but
I was actually watching Matt Rife last night in his red flag special. It was pretty good. He does a lot of crowd work.
yeah, he does. He does do it a lot.
I saw like 20 minutes of crowd work. Yeah, it's all. I feel like that's all he does.
I saw him when I went to Rutgers Camden, because that's where I went to college. I went to college, guys. Not a big deal.
Sick,
But
sick. My brother went to
yeah.
Rutgers.
Oh yeah.
The other location though.
Oh, the actual campus.
East something.
New Brunswick.
New Brunswick.
Yeah. I went to one of the
East.
satellite campuses. Couldn't get into the main campus.
Yeah, it's all good.
Not a big deal.
You still went to school.
I still went to school.
I went to
for
county.
nothing.
I went to community
Yeah,
college.
dude, I'm fucking killing it
Yeah.
with the degree.
I read a few books in my time.
Yeah, but no, I saw Matt Rife because Wild and Out came to the school and they did like a
Wow.
show.
Oh, fuck.
They did a stand-up showcase, and at the time I didn't know who he was. He was like this 19-year-old.
He was just starting?
He had
Yeah,
fucked up teeth back then.
I didn't notice. He
He got
I
into
was
some
like,
bread. He
Jesus
fixed his
Christ,
mouth.
dude.
Who's this dude with a fucked up
Fucked
mouth?
up mouth, dude. He's gotta fix that mouth, dude.
Mouth.
I can't even focus.
Did you see Nick Cannon too? Was he there?
Yeah, he was
Holy
there.
Shit.
Someone did heckle Nick Cannon.
Oh.
I remember that.
Good. He deserves it. He's
Yeah.
got like 8 baby mamas.
Well, yeah. Well, someone was like, some kid was just like, he was trying to do crowd work, and some kid was just like, you shouldn't have left her. You shouldn't have. And he's talking about Mariah Carey.
Why
He's like,
the
you
fuck
shouldn't
would you leave Mariah Carey?
I know. He's like, I don't know what's wrong with you. And then Nick Cannon, I swear to God, just froze up and was just like,
As he should.
whatever, and like I was like, oh shit, that kid got him,
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Getting
yeah.
owned by a kid in college.
It's fucking awesome. But Matt Rife, I remember, I'm pretty sure it was him because he was a skinny white kid, and I think he was the
Yeah.
only skinny white kid.
Yeah, it's very rare
And-
and wild now.
Yeah, and he crushed. He did really well,
Yeah.
and I was like, damn, that guy's so young, and now he's like, become one of the biggest stand-up comics. But yeah, his fucking
He's
crowd
huge
work
right
game
now.
is ridiculous.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous because he'll just be like, oh, what are your mom? And he's like, you're hot as fuck.
It's funny.
And then people are like, laugh. He's just like rizzing up like a MILF, and everyone's just like, this is hilarious.
It's because he's so hot. He's got nice teeth now, dude.
He's a good looking dude.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Even if
he
he still
really
had
is.
fucked up teeth, he looks nice.
No, he's yeah.
He's got dentist
He's gonna
money
be
now.
yeah. He's got the Avenger bod. You know what I mean? Like he's
He
I'm
has this
surprised he's not in a
bit-
Marvel movie.
He has this bit just about him being cute because it's not even funny. He just whips out his belt with one hand.
Yeah.
Like, and every once in a while when he doesn't do it, someone in the crowd is like, "Take off your belt," and he's like, "If you fucking insist."
I bet he's rolling his eyes. But he's like, don't make me do
Don't
it.
make me do this. It's already.
How old is that kid though?
He's got to be like,
Fucking-
I don't know, like 26.
No, he's probably way older. I think.
No, I think he's our age.
No,
I think he's
'cause-
like 20. I think he's like 28.
Maybe.
Is he? I don't know, because I feel like there's definitely like a perception thing with like people on social media and people who are like
Seems
famous.
so much younger.
Yeah, people who seem younger. Like we did an interview with some guy who I thought was my age, but who was like 10 years older than me.
Jesus.
And I'm like, we can talk about the same shit. And I'm like,
What's going on here?
am I mature for my age, or are you just immature? I don't know.
I think he was not mature for his age. That's my guess. I don't. Yeah, that's that's crazy. Anyway, back to me.
Back
Yeah.
to you.
Right. No, I love talking about comedy, so it's
Yeah.
whatever.
For real,
yeah.
back to you. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in South Jersey. Delran is where I spent most of my days. Right.
Nice. When'd you move to Philly?
About 5 years ago.
Okay, bet.
Yeah. Just trying to think. Burlington County. Yeah, my parents moved from there. I moved here, like I said, like 5 years ago. Moved here for work right after, or like a year after college. Let me tell you, actually, me and my girlfriend and about 3 friends from college first moved into my parents' because my dad's in the Army. So we moved in my parents' house, and my dad and the rest of my family, they moved on base at Fort Dix.
Wow.
Yeah, and so we actually lived out of my parents' house, and I actually rented from my parents, and that was a fucking nightmare. Don't do that.
Okay.
No, it was like, I don't know, like renting from my parents. That was like, oh my God, that was probably the most stressful.
Inconvenient.
Dude, I had a roommate that was like, I loved him, but like he was a pain in the ass because he was always complaining about shit. And then my parents would just show up unannounced and complain about him. And I was like, I don't want to be the mediator, you know? Like, this is awful.
Yeah.
So, like...
Because obviously you take your family side.
Right.
Not your homie.
Yeah, and you gotta... Yeah, and that's what sucks is, like, you gotta be like, come on, dude, we're trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean...
Just be an adult.
Being an adult. Yeah, please. But after that, hell... yeah, me and my girlfriend moved to the city. And, yeah, we've been here ever since. I love Philly, man. It is such... a cool city. It's so good.
Fuck yeah.
It's and
I
like,
love Philly.
Yeah, man. And the thing is, like, everyone will be like, people will be like, oh, like, I'm so afraid. Like, especially where I grew up, they'll be like, I'm afraid to come into Philly. I'm afraid to like. It's so dangerous. And I'm like, it's
you
really
just really got to be
dude.
a little bit street smart.
Yeah. It's really not that dangerous. I mean, it's a city. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. You tell me. Like, I'm from Delco, and all of my Delco friends are like, we were supposed to host the fantasy draft this year.
Yeah.
And no one wanted to come to Philly. And I'm just like, you guys are all fucking pussies.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like literally. Like,
so annoying.
Jesus. Yeah, I have friends like that that'll be like, oh, I hope we don't get shot. I'm like, come on.
Hope I don't die.
Yeah,
Hope I get shot.
It's 10 o'clock. We have to go home.
Yeah.
Like, are you doing anything to provoke someone shooting you?
Yeah, right.
'Cause, like,
that's usually the shootings. It's usually like it's,
I haven't gotten shot.
Right. That's what I mean. But it's like it's typically like just to be knock on wood.
I recently moved out of the hood though. There was literally going to almost be an altercation the night before I moved out.
Really? What happened?
So I was at the Poppy Shop, the Chinese store across the street from where I used to live in King Sessing. And anyway, King Sessing is in southwest Philadelphia, which I'd like to say is the Hawaii of Philly because it's like away from everything. You have to take a trolley to get into the actual peninsula of the United States that is the Philadelphia city.
Okay.
And now that I'm in South Philly, it feels like real Philly. But anyway, the night before I moved, I was getting a bunch of snacks from the Chinese store. I was getting like potato chips, some soda, ice cream. And before I got in there, from going to my house to going to across the street, there was like 2 like grown women fighting and like screaming at the top of their lungs, and
so
like
nice.
Amazing. Like free entertainment, honestly. Who needs
It's awesome.
It really is. Yeah.
Like on a serious, like not on a serious, on a silly, but like also like honest note, like I don't like violence, but it's like if it's not,
I don't condone it, but I'm also like I'm not breaking it up.
If it's not me, I'm like, oh, if I'm not involved, I'm like, oh, that's kind of fun to watch and look at or whatever, and whatever. It's not me. And like the one was like, you don't know anything about my life, da 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 da. And I was like, oh shit, I'm so glad I'm moving tomorrow. Like I lived in the literal hood. Like there was madness like almost every day. On Pride, I'm getting a little off track, but on Pride there was like a shooting at the grocery store 2 blocks from my crib. Yeah. And no, there wasn't a shooting. There was almost a shooting. There was this dude like waving his gun, and I was inside of that supermarket with my friend. Sorry, Mom. And but anyway, back to the Chinese store. Before, from getting out of my house to getting to the Chinese store, I hear them like howling and hollering, and like as I'm waiting for I was waiting for like a fried food. I think I also got French fries that night, and as I'm waiting for that, one of the ladies popped in, and she looks at me all like deranged, and she was like, "Yo, were you just outside with this girl with like a big afro and shit?" And I was like, I was like all like silly like about it because like you gotta be street smart, and I was like, no, like I just got here, dude. I just got home. How you doing?
I'm a DJ, dude. I DJ at the radio station. I just got done my.
But I was acting all like aloof, like I didn't even I didn't even acknowledge their fight 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
as you should.
Oh,
yeah.
That is street smart.
You
so
gotta
that is yeah. Like,
I was like, nah, I just got
always
home.
listen, never look.
Oh,
always listen, never look. And she was like, and then she was like, she quickly turned from deranged to calm, and she was like, all right, because there was this girl that was like fucking me up for no reason. I'm just trying to fuck. I just went. She was like,
She beat my ass.
She pulled out this hammer, and she was like, I just went home and pulled out a piece. I don't got any weapons, but like I'm trying to find her. And she.
Oh my god,
and
some street justice.
And then
I love
she
it.
left the Chinese poppy shop joint, and I was like, damn, I was about to get my head popped in.
Yo, right?
Yeah,
Oh I don't even want to tell you the stories that fucking from my neighborhood. I witnessed like probably 3 crimes.
Oh yeah, I live in Center City, and there's been outside of my building a shooting, a robbery, multiple fights because it's right outside of like. I'll give up my location, but
yeah, don't do that.
Outside of
don't be like Dan Blaine.
Prominent bar in Philly. Yeah,
we had a guest like literally give out his address, but he was moving. But at the same time, it's like his friend still lives there, and I was like, don't dox your friend.
Yeah, don't.
I'm like, bro, you don't know the rules of the
My
internet.
girlfriend would be so pissed. I'd be like, she'd be like, how did it go? I'd be like, I gave up our address and your social security number.
Your mother's maiden name.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Also,
babe.
they didn't believe I had this credit card, so I showed the camera.
They didn't think I had money. Yeah. I don't even think it was a podcast.
I think they were just trying to rob me. It's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it was crazy. I remember the shooting outside my apartment was at a vape shop, and it was like 1 a.m. and I fell asleep on the couch. And you know, a little background on me. I was in the army, you know, big soldier. No.
That's cool.
But like,
respect the troops.
Yeah.
Respect. My brother was a Marine.
Oh, respect the troops.
Yeah.
But no, I heard it was distinct. You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference between the sound a gun makes and a firework.
Yeah.
So I heard the first pop, and then I was like, what the fuck? And then I heard like pop, pop, pop. And I was like, I ran to the bedroom, and I grabbed my girlfriend. I'm like, get down, get on the ground. You know, like, we're on the 3rd floor, but still.
I was
you
go
like,
through a window and shit.
Yeah, I'm like, get on the. She's like, is that gunshots? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
and,
dude.
Yeah, sure enough, these dudes got in an argument outside. They're, you know, smoking hookah, which is like the weirdest thing to like
do outside.
No, it was like at a hookah shop, but like,
oh, okay.
I think it's like the weirdest place to get into an argument. It's supposed to be chill, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be like like there's pillows and stuff,
Communal hangout.
Right. And these guys got in an argument, decided to bring it outside, and started shooting each other.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the one guy actually made it to the hospital, which was right down the street. Like, he got shot a few times and then walked to the hospital. So I was pretty impressed.
Oh, wow.
That dude, yeah.
Saved like $1,000 just by walking.
I know, seriously, yeah.
The other one's not so hot right now. The other one is not doing so good.
Yeah, the other one, I think he's okay too, but he couldn't run because he got shot in the leg. So
Shit.
yeah,
He was just sitting there smoking hookah.
Yeah, dude.
Bleeding
Cops
out.
came, he's like,
watch this, and then like smoke rings are coming out of the bullet hole.
Oh, God. Damn, that's crazy.
yeah, he's like, let me take a hit real quick. Oh, he can take me to jail. Yeah, dude.
God.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Was it? My neighbor once, like, it was like literally the block right behind my house, and like he was like chilling, smoking a cigarette in front of his house.
Right.
And then some dude on a bike pulls up to him and pulls out a gun and is trying to rob my neighbor. So like he's like, give me like your wallet or whatever, and he's just like, all right. So then he goes into his pocket and he pulls out his own pistol and fucking shoots the dude right in the dome. He Red Dead Redemption that shit. Like,
Jesus Christ.
fucking killed the dude.
Holy shit.
Wait, where was this?
literally the block behind my house.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like.
Did you see it, or you heard about it on Citizen?
I heard it on the news.
Oh my God.
I was just like, "There's my car in the background of this news section."
Anyway, right by Troy Trauger's house, there was a shooting.
Dude, he pulled out an Uno reverse card on that guy, dude. He's like,
serious, like, right? All my neighbors were like, "Oh, good for him."
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you really can't, like...
How y'all feel about gun protection?
Should
we talk about that?
Like owning one, or are you talking about, like, what aspect of it are you talking about?
Like owning one, and like for either protection or, like, I feel like that's the only way that I can justify it. I don't want one for, like, fair play and being like, oh, I have a piece. But, like...
That's why I want it.
Yeah.
So I can be like, yo,
I got these guns. I don't think I need the...
What is it?
No, I wouldn't trust myself with it, dude. I
wouldn't trust myself.
Like,
I'm too depressed.
I mean, yeah, I take antidepressants, and also, like, not even that, dude. I would shoot myself by accident. I'm just like that clumsy and dumb, like. And that's saying a lot because I was in the army, but like, don't trust me with a gun. But no, but seriously, if I had my own, I would just be like, I would definitely drop it at least once, and then like go up and like hit me in the shoulder. Like it would just happen, you know? Like,
yeah.
And then I gotta explain to my girlfriend that I shot myself, and then she's got that on mute forever. You know, like I don't want to deal with that.
Mm-hmm. No, I feel that. My brother got a gun, and like, so like I live with my brother.
Yeah.
And like I remember like one day like we were talking about like if we had like a home invader or something.
Yeah.
And he's just like, all right, here's the plan.
Here's the plan. I got my license.
I mean, he does have, like, but he's just like, I'll hold him, and then you go and run and get the gun and shoot the guy while I hold him. I'm
Wait,
like,
why the fuck is that?
Dude, that is a terrible plan.
It's just like, I'm like, bro, it's your gun. Why would I do that? Like,
I hold him, you shoot him.
Exactly.
I'm just like, bro, that's not how this works. You're the one who wanted this.
Yeah, you have the responsibility, dude. Also, can we just like not be near the guy when we're shooting him? Like, maybe that would be.
Yeah, that would not be cool.
Maybe, yeah, right. It's just like it's gonna be like a movie where I'm like,
he's like, get him.
You're like shaking.
Yeah,
exactly. Just push him out. Get some distance.
I have a scary, kind of funny gun story. I was hanging out with my friend last night, and he was telling me about how like he lives alone. Sometimes when he goes out, he feels like he has to be strapped for his own protection because he's been mugged, he's been harassed, and all this shit.
Yeah. Okay.
And like he's kind of queer. He presents pretty straight, but he's pretty queer. So like he's you know, there's some shit that happens in 2023 in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that before he took a class, he's had his license, but before he took like a safety class, there was this one time that he came home from a party, and he unloaded his gun lazily. And what he does as a like safety tactic to see if there's still any bullets inside of it is he shoots a blank into the ceiling.
That is an awful way.
That's terrible. That is.
Let's all make fun of him,
dude.
Bro, you gotta clear the chamber. Like
no, he like he clears it and then he tests it.
Oh my god!
But there was still a bullet in it.
Yeah.
And he shot his ceiling.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
And his friend was over. It was just him and his friend was like, he jolted up and he was like, bro, I'll pay for your safety classes.
Dude,
like,
seriously.
That's not okay. And he like just kind of like is just as like shocked and like embarrassed or whatever.
Might be, dude.
And he's like, man, you ain't gotta pay for it. I'll go.
Yeah, at that point.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He's certified now though. He's learned his lesson.
Yeah, so he's not shooting ceilings anymore.
He's not shooting ceilings anymore.
Yeah. I can just imagine him in class. It's like, oh, how do you guys clear a weapon? And puts his hand up.
He's like,
You shoot the wall.
Don't worry, Teach. I got this one. It had a bullet in it.
And like he
failed that day.
He didn't even have to mention that. I didn't even notice the hole in the ceiling. He was like, we're getting Chinese food. He's like, hey, Licy, you see that hole in the wall?
I did that.
Let me tell you about it.
Dude.
That's what you did.
I'm a G, dude. Sorry.
I'm hard.
Dude,
God.
yeah, that is. I mean, that's what I'd be afraid of. Like, literally, that's what I'd be afraid of.
55 minutes.
Oh,
let's get into the last segment then.
All right, yeah.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Welcome to Philly Favorites, where we ask our guest and Vamp about our favorite Philadelphian things. So, what's your favorite drink, specifically a cocktail or place to drink?
Ooh, okay. Love
in
this.
The city.
Yeah, favorite place to drink and favorite thing to get there.
Yeah.
Is El Bar.
Fuck
my favorite. I love dive bars. My favorite thing to get there is the Tecate and tequila shot, dude.
It's a Philly special, huh?
Dude, I love it. Woo, there it is.
There it is.
Yeah,
Tecate tequila. It's my favorite Mexican citywide.
It is. Yeah, it is the best. And I love beer. I work for a brewery, Human Robot. It's got great beer. Just throw that out there. Get there. They have great beer too. You should definitely go there.
Yeah.
But
sponsor us.
But if I'm sponsor these guys. But also Human Robot as a go-to. But as far as like dive bars and bars to like drink at El Bar, man, that is like. Yeah, that's my favorite place.
They have a beautiful beer garden.
Oh, yeah, it is pretty. Yeah, and it's just such a chill place. Like, I don't know, I feel very comfortable there, It doesn't feel like, because it's like still, it feels very Philly. You know what I mean? Because like a lot of that area I feel like is being like redone and like, gentrified and like all these fancy places are coming in. And like El Bars.
It's actually really cute over there.
Yeah,
I was actually there the other night.
I mean, it's really nice. But like El Bar is like one of the only, one of those places where you just get like a cheap drink, anytime. Yeah. So it's just like, always a good time there.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, meal. Where's your favorite place to get a meal?
Ooh, meal.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough, dude. Well, there's this place called Monster Vegan. It's like Center City.
I've never been there.
Yeah, and they're pretty good. Yeah,
Are you
they're
vegan?
near. No, I'm not. But it's surprisingly good how they have these sandwiches. I think they took it off the menu, but it's like this broccoli rabe. It's not real chicken, but like that sandwich is fucking dope.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not vegan, and I really like the spot around the corner from Fergie's. Charlie Was a Sinner.
Oh, I haven't been there. Yeah, I
so good.
I've lived there forever, and like I've never been there. Yeah, it's really good.
It's a cocktail bar, and they have like small tapas and like a little bit of bigger like shareable plates.
Right.
So good.
Oh, all right. I'll have to try that. Yeah.
They had this like grilled cauliflower situation with like a cilantro aioli type thing.
Ooh.
Cilantro,
really
remoulade. I don't know. It was pretty good.
That sounds delicious.
And they have this like fake crab salad.
Okay.
With like a bunch of like veggies, and like the way that they seasoned it, it was like, is this crab? Are you?
Dude, yeah.
Actually?
I'll have to like. I walk by there all the time, and I just never go in. So
it's solid.
Yeah. Thank you for the suggestion.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Had many singles on the show, so I'm gonna sprinkle this in. Yeah. I just thought of it. Where's your favorite place to take your girlfriend on a date?
Ooh, that is a really good question.
Yeah.
One of our favorite places has been, I would say, like Tallulah's Garden was a really nice place if you're looking for a good date night. Tallulah's Garden. Yeah, it's very pretty.
Oh yeah.
You want to impress your significant other. Yeah, take them
Buy
out.
some flowers.
Yeah.
Put on your nicest suit.
Right. Suit? I put on a suit, dude.
Well,
I put on my nicest graphic tee, dude.
I don't mean like.
I put on the sickest band tee you'll ever fucking see.
I don't mean like tuxedo. I mean like suited up.
Yeah. You're
like
right.
Nice.
You should dress nice. When you're taking the lady out. But yeah, that's a dope place.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite like funny, unique Philly experience? Like a story that you could share.
Oh yeah.
I used to being here.
Oh man, I used to tell the story on my set. But so I used to work in like Fishtown, so I had to take the L train. Mm-hmm. And if you don't know what the L train is, it's literally the worst train on Earth.
It's terrible.
It is so bad. But
people literally smoke crack.
On the shoot L. Up. Yeah, it is literally.
There's literally needles.
You can just look
on
up
arms.
L train, and just the news articles are terrible.
It's not a good experience.
Yeah, it's never anything good. But yeah, so I was gonna take the L to work. and the train station was like smoking. It was like smoking up. It was like some type of fire. And like, so I went, like I was down already in the station, but there were still
This wasn't City Hall, was it?
No, well, it was at 13th Street Station, but I think the fire is at a different station. Anyway, it's filled with smoke, but there's still people waiting for the train.
Oh, no.
The fire alarms are going off. There's still people waiting. And I literally went up to this guy and I was like,
should I hop on that train?
Yeah, I was like, are the trains still coming, man? And he's like, yeah, definitely.
We're fine.
What? And then
it reminds me of that meme of the dog that's in the background of like the house burning. It's like everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Literally. And then I was like, oh, okay. And then like I waited for a second, and then the fire alarms were still going off. Right? I'm just like, are you sure the train's coming, dude? And he's like, you want a monster? And he had like a backpack full of monsters he was trying to sell like on the train. I was like, this dude has no idea what's going on. Like, I don't know why.
The dude with the perfumes is still trying to sell. The buskers are still playing their guitar. Everything's normal.
Yeah. Everything's normal. And I went up, and then all the SEPTA workers are just like like chilling outside of the station, and like people are still going down the station. They're not even stopping them from going down. And then the one SEPTA worker tells the guy, he's like, there's something going down there. I wouldn't go down there if I was you. And the guy was like, okay, thanks. And he still went down. To
well,
the
you're
station.
not me.
Yeah. You're like, yo, go birds. I'm gonna fucking risk it, dude.
Did you end up on the train?
No, I took an Uber to work. Okay, good. Yeah, there was a legit fire at like somehow one of the stations caught on fire, and the smoke was coming through the tunnels to like all the other stations, which is like crazy. I'm like, it's all concrete down there and metal. Like, how does the station catch on fire? But yeah, somehow. But yeah, it's probably the most Philly thing.
Can you hear yourself?
I can hear myself.
Oh, I can't. Okay, whatever. As long as one of you guys, as long as you can hear yourself, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For a second, I was just like, wait. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
I mean, it's still running.
No, you're good. Yeah.
But I feel like I'll sprinkle one more Philly favorites question.
All right. Yeah.
And then we'll wrap up. What's your favorite? Now it just sounds weird, but it's still good. What's your favorite like iconic like Philly memory? Like the Eagles winning the Super Bowl happened the first year that I came here. You ever been to like a sports game or like met like an iconic Philly person or something like that?
Yeah.
Or like,
oh man.
You ever gotten that like juicy BLT from Middle Child?
I don't. Yeah, that's a good question. No, this is a great question. I might have to think about this.
You?
No, definitely. Unfortunately, my well, I guess the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. I wasn't living in the city at the time. I was still living in Jersey, but I remember when they won.
Were you here for it?
So my friend that was living with us, he wasn't a big like football person. So we watched the game together. They won, and I was like, I'm going to Philly right now. Getting on the Paco, going down. Like, I'm like, we're going. I told him that. He's like, I don't know. And I'm like, dude, you don't understand.
They're going to win.
They're winning the Super Bowl. Like, they just won. Like, this might not ever happen again.
Yeah,
like,
this is historic.
Yeah, this is huge. This is the first one.
Street.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, exactly. We got to make it on Broad Street. So I took him. And we both had a blast, and I met up with a bunch of people, that I knew somehow, like, from college or whatever, and, like, just started drinking. It was a good time. Like, that was probably the most Philly thing.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and we were just, like, on Broad, like, during that, it was, like, packed. Every street, there's a party going on. Like, it was just, that was insane. That was probably the most, iconic Philly thing. I really wish I lived here at the time, but still, like, coming here and experiencing that, and then going to the parade afterwards, and like I couldn't even get to work. I couldn't even go to work just because it was so blocked up for the parade, which was awesome. My boss was just like, "Nah, don't come in, dude." Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah,
that's probably like one of the most pivotal things that made you like push and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna move to the city."
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, like, just like wanting to be here and be in the moment. Like, yeah, it's definitely, and moving here is one of the best decisions I've ever made. Let me tell you. I hated the suburbs. Me too. Like, it was not for me.
I come from a 2.2 square mile town.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Booton's very small.
Oh,
so Booton, North Dirt.
Scootin'
Booton.
Yeah.
What's it called? That was like the most like drenched in like the whole like that was like the most drenched in love in a communal experience that I have ever experienced in my life.
Right? Yeah.
Everyone is enjoying the same exact thing, just
Yeah.
on the most like emotional high that they could be. Everybody was outside. All the streets were closed.
Yeah.
It was like the first year that I moved to Philly. It was like that same February. I moved there in January.
Mm-hmm.
Or like a couple weeks prior.
Yeah.
And
that's awesome.
I wasn't even an Eagles fan. I'm from North Jersey. Like, I'm gonna out myself right now. I'm a Giants fan.
Gross.
But I turned into an Eagles fan.
Yeah. No, I'll take
Everyone says that I'm
reverted back.
a bandwagoner, but like,
well, I mean,
when you experience that, how can you not be a fan?
Yeah. No, I definitely think like if like if you live in the city this long and you love the city, it's just like I'm an Eagles fan now. Like, I'm a Philadelphian. Yeah.
I feel like it's always like the common ground of whoever you talk to in Philly.
Right.
It's just like if you go to like a party, you don't know anyone, you're like, yo, how about them birds?
Yeah, that's true. You can literally
it means everything from how's your day, good morning, good night, everything.
It is, and then when the
drunk,
Eagles
go
win,
Birds.
oh my god, when the Eagles win, like, people in the city are so nice.
They're so
nice for the week.
nice.
It is nuts. Like, I remember when the Eagles won this one time.
It's like an orgasm. Everyone's like, oh yeah,
dude,
the Birds
seriously,
won.
Fuck yeah. And then I was like walking across. I went to go across the street, and it was a green light for the car. Red light for pedestrians, and the guy literally stopped, and he was like, "Yo, cuz, go ahead, man." Like, right after an Eagles, dude. Yo, go ahead, cuz. And I was like, "Yeah, all right, cool, man. This is dope, dude."
This is dope, yeah.
I was like, everyone's such in a good fucking mood.
Fucking mood.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you guys for inviting me. Thanks for popping my cherry.
Popping that virginal podcast cherry.
It was good for you.
I liked it.
Thanks for helping me out through it. You guys really guided me through. I felt really safe. So
it's really safe.
Really great experience.
Good. Yeah. This was our 11th episode. Thank you, friends and family, for watching it. We'll be posting a bunch of reels from this. I feel like we got a good segments from this guy. And catch Brendann every Tuesday night at Ortlieb's.
Yeah, definitely.
That's cool.
Yeah, check me out. No, yeah.
All right, Troy, get into the camera frame.
Yeah, he's been
My legs
on
are
the
asleep.
sideline. Oh my god, hey, dude.
Thank you.
Peace.
Philly.
All right, thanks.
All right.
Oh, that was awesome.
That's not bad. All right.